everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Everyday Whiskey. I'm Dan.
And I'm Mike, and this week we are doing another mystery bottle. Slightly budget, but I can't say budget because the bottle I have, I don't actually know how much it costs.
And I spent $60 on my bottle.
Okay, so yeah, it's not really budget. So, just a mystery bottle.
We'll say like mid to like slightly high tier.
Yeah. I brought one, Dan brought one, I don't know what he has, he doesn't know what I have, and that's how we decided to do this episode. So, Dan, take it away.
One quick thing. If you do want to know what bottle ahead of time we're doing this week, go and watch our Instagram story.
Yes.
You'll see the bottle I brought to the table.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that story. I am not featured in it, so I still do not know what.
The only reason Mike's not in it is I didn't want him to know what we were doing before we got on camera tonight.
Surprises are fun.
Yes.
And it's a more natural reaction, you know.
Some surprises aren't fun.
I don't know, but I like it because, you know, you might bring something from a brand that I might have preconceived notions about.
Yeah.
This completely eliminates bias, basically.
Yeah, so the only thing that Mike knows is we've done this brand on the channel before.
Yes.
And it was a high contender last year for Whiskey of the Year.
Ooh, I'm excited now.
So, all right, so before we get going or anything, you got to do one thing for us. We're very happy to have gotten the podcast sponsored by Shank It Golf. So what you can do for us, and it would mean a lot if you're a golfer or not a golfer, you just like some fun stuff. So I've got, you know, their basic Shank It Golf skull and crossbones hat here.
I got a thing.
Mike's got their little mascot on his hat there. So what you could do, like I said, you don't even have to be a golfer. Like they have a lot of cool stuff, hoodies, t-shirts, stuff like that, hats. But if you are a golfer, they also have polos, golf gloves. They even have a putter, head covers, all this crazy shit. Like I said, go to shankitgolf.com, pick out whatever you want, and then during checkout, use promo code Bourbon2024. You're gonna get 15% off your order, and it even applies to items that are already on discount. So like this hat right now, if you go to shankitgolf.com, this hat's $9.99.
Yep.
It's a $10 hat. You're going to get 15% off. That's going to drop it down to $7.50.
Yeah.
For a golf hat. A really, really nice moisture wickening golf hat.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
It's unheard of how cheap
I don't
that
live in
is.
golf and I love it.
Yeah, so again, one more time, shankitgolf.com. Go check out the website, see all the fun stuff they have, and then use code Bourbon2024. And that'll get you 15% off your order. So that being said, we're going to get right into the episode right now. All I'm going to say is mine has to go last because of something specific with it.
Fine by me. So I'll whip mine out.
Give me a second while I whip this out.
Yeah. So I have Whiskey Row Cast Strength.
Never fucking heard of it
bourbon.
before. What is this?
I've never heard of it either.
What is this?
I walked into work one day and my boss just kind of tossed me the bottle. He said, "Here, I want you to have this. I think you'll like it."
It's a cool label. Like it's got like old school like Main Street Kentucky on the label.
I like it.
I like the label a lot.
You know, it was something that was presented to us. I don't think we picked it up. I don't know the reason why we didn't pick it up. It could have just been pricing didn't work out.
It's hog water. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So, but yeah, I just kind of been sitting on it for a couple months now, and I figure what better time to use it than for a episode. So because the name is not misleading. But the name is just a generic name of an area of Nashville or Kentucky, Louisville, not Nashville. Jesus Christ, I need to learn my geography.
Your geography.
Because it's because the name is so it's vague. The name of the main street of Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, it's a nickname for the street.
Yeah, when you Google it, you get like everything but this.
So you get Old Forester, you get Angels Envy, you get Churchill Downs.
So luckily, I was able to finally find their website. Their website was not easy to come by.
Do it, Mike.
And now I'm just going to read to you what it is.
I have no idea what the fuck this is, so.
So, Whiskey Row, birthplace of Kentucky. Or birthplace of bourbon. This is going great. The stretch of Renaissance Revival buildings located on Main Street in Louisville, Kentucky, is locally known as Whiskey Row. It's one of the first things you'll learn if you ever go visit Louisville. Like
it's in the airport when you land. Like
everyone tells you about it.
You're bitch smacked by that fact pretty much every 5 seconds while you're in that state.
So, from 1850 through Prohibition, Whiskey Row became the trading center for all spirits distilled in Pennsylvania, Virginia, Kentucky, and West Virginia. Whiskey from upriver was warehoused and blended with Kentucky whiskey on its way downriver to New Orleans and overland to the west. Whiskey Row Bourbon, this guy, is a blend of small batch barrels that mirrors many of those early recipes so that you may enjoy the same flavors that our ancestors enjoyed during the foundation and westward expansion of our nation. Whiskey Row Whiskey Bourbon is the house brand for Kentucky Artisan Distillery. That's why it was hard for me to find this website.
It's called Kentucky Artisan Distillery is the actual distillery that makes this, and this is called the Whiskey Row Cask Strength.
That's what I'm getting out of this, because the website is kadwebsite.wixsite. Not an easy website
but this
to find.
is bottled by Whiskey Row Distillers.
Again, I am very confused about this product.
If anybody is curious, it's 6230 Old LaGrange Road, Crestwood, Kentucky.
Yeah. This could be why we didn't take it on. It is very confusing.
Yeah, great song, LaGrange.
Easy
Top
Top
fans.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this thing and let's see if it sucks. It could be really good. The color is crazy. That looks like fake color, though.
Yeah, I'm inclined. I mean,
if it's small, if it's small batch, then yeah, you could get that by blending. But it looks really dark.
Yeah, usually when something's this amber. There could no, I don't think you can add.
Oh, yeah, I guess no. Yeah, you're right. No, it's only with Scotch you can add the
you can for bourbon.
For bourbon, you can't.
To be considered a bourbon, I think regular American whiskey you can, but
then it's considered finishing.
Yeah, it's just
so they might just have maybe they blended out some older barrels to darken up the hue to it, but that's really dark. Man.
I mean, I hold this up.
That's like an amber lager dark. Maybe it's
clear. I'm not flipping you guys off. I don't know.
I am. I'm kidding.
It's got a pretty whoa. It's got a lot of cinnamon on the back.
Okay, I'm getting like that
smells
freeze. I'm getting like those dried oats note up front.
To me, it smells like Cinnabon. Like a little bit of cinnamon.
I get a little toffee,
sugar, a little bit of brown sugar,
toffee. I guess I do get. I guess cinnamon is there. It's not as strong for me, but
spices. Huh, I actually really like that.
All right.
It's a pleasant nose.
Out of my right nostril, I get a lot of cinnamon, but my left nostril, I get nothing. So I think maybe I'm congested. Maybe I'm congested.
It helps if you open your mouth a little, too, when you...
I've always done that one. Oh, yeah, we gotta do I gotta do the glass test thing at the top of the nose.
Yeah, I still can't figure that one out.
All right, either way, this is getting weird. Dude, that tastes like raisins.
It does, doesn't it?
It just tastes like raisins. Like, if you left raisins in whiskey...
I'm getting... Okay.
Or maybe fig, if you want to go, really, kind of highfalutin with it.
I'm going to get very, very specific with this.
The red box of raisins that you got in your snack in elementary school? No, I mean, hear what you're saying.
As initially, yes, raisin up front, like you said. But as it finishes...
Now it's fruity.
I get a lot of Arizona sweet tea. Specifically Arizona sweet tea.
I totally get that.
Yeah, not any other sweet, specifically the Arizona brand sweet tea. That's what it tastes like.
I totally get that. No.
I kind of like this.
It was starting to turn more raspberry for me. It was like raisiny, then raspberry, then I was getting kind of like that cinnamony clove baking spice note.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know what the rye count is in this, because I feel like that's probably giving it a lot of those baking spice notes, but there's nothing on it.
That's why I went to the website, because I wanted to see if I could get a mash bill, but there is...
Yeah.
First of all, this is one ghetto-ass looking website.
Yeah, I would check for viruses.
There is History of Whiskey Row cocktails where to find. It doesn't, and they advertise. I don't know if
that's a cool label. The labels are cool as hell. I actually really like that.
They advertise it as just the Whiskey Row bourbon. This is the cask strength.
And there's 111. It's cask strength at 111. That's not really
And there's no product tab to see what else. So I don't know. It's very mysterious.
To me, though, if it's a small batch, as they said, I don't know if you can actually call this cask strength because I thought you said it was small batch on the website.
No.
So is it?
They might have just made a note about small.
All right. So if it's a single barrel, then yeah, I'm comfortable with using the term cask strength because then that's the strength of the cask.
I don't even know if it's single barrel. It literally doesn't tell us any of those important.
So I would call this more like full proof kind of type deal, or a high proof option at 111 because it's not that strong. We have stronger shit.
Yeah, and it drinks very, very smooth. I like this. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. It's really not a bad. It's not bad liquid at all. It's just so mysterious.
To me, this, I don't know. I don't know. And you said you don't know what it costs because you guys didn't take it in. So Like,
no,
to
and I've
me,
never seen it anywhere on shelf. Like, I've never seen this bottle before
this tastes
in my
like
life.
$60. I think that's probably pretty fair.
That I'm guessing if pricing didn't align, if that was the reason we
They
didn't,
probably
I don't
wanted-
even know if that's the reason.
You guys probably would have sold this thing off at $75, $80.
Yeah, my guess is shelf price has got to be up there between. Yeah, I mean, it could be more, it could be less. I have no idea. There's no way of telling. I can't look this up. I guess I could go to the where to buy section and try and do some
it's
digging, but
sorry.
I'll do that while you introduce your bottle.
Yeah,
actually.
that's not bad. All right, so ratings. I don't know if I can go like crazy high.
I'm not going crazy high, but I'm in good standing with it.
I'm in like 7.2.
I was gonna say 7.5, so
7.3.
yeah, let's give it a 7.3. It's
7.3
actually
out
not
of
that
10.
bad.
It's not that bad, but it's not that good.
I'm gonna break our rule and actually go on my phone because I kind of want to find some pricing on this. I'm very interested.
We'll just go on Google. It should be right there once you type it in.
Well, the problem is when I type in Whiskey Row.
Distillers. No, just type in Whiskey Row Distillers.
Oh yeah, when I do that, guess what? It tells you all the
Oh,
distillery.
it's fucking Old Forester and all that shit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes, it tells you all this.
All right. We'll do this after. If you want, I would just plug it.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the
something.
description. I ain't
All
gonna
right.
put it
So
in there.
I think I saw this
No,
bottle.
we'll see.
I was between two bottles today.
Okay.
One of them was the Hill Rock Solera Cast finish,
Yeah.
which is a crazy like high end
That's
rye.
different. Solera cast. Wow.
Which is like Solera Cast is just like a method of sherry cask finishing.
Okay.
It's not an actual cast technically. Well, it is because like a Solera cask is it's like the triangle pyramid of Solera of like sherry casks.
Gotcha.
So like at the top you have your mother barrel, and then like it's like a trickle down effect as far as quality of barrel goes.
Okay.
So usually with Solera, it's just a very vague term saying we picked one of these barrels.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
So, but either way, what I have in here is sherry cask finished.
Ooh, I like this.
So what we have is Doc Swinson's Alter Ego. So it is sherry cask and cognac finished.
Oh.
And it comes in at 95.8 proof, so 47.9% alcohol. So if any of you guys aren't familiar with Doc Swinson's, Mike and I fell in love with their Blender's Cut last year.
Yes.
Which their Blender's Cut, out of here, their Blender's Cut basically was what they used to serve the workers after their shift was over. And people loved it so much at their it was like not called a brew. Basically at their bar they would have at the distillery. People loved it so much they put it out, and that slowly became Mike and I's one of our favorite bourbons. It was like 116 proof. It also had like an appearance on it's similar-ish.
I was gonna
That's
say
darker.
they're pretty similar in color, a little bit darker.
It's a little darker. Like a lot of people got introduced to like Doc Swinson's because of like Joe Rogan's podcast with Sanjay Gupta. Because like he heard Rogan like bourbon, so he brought a bottle of Doc Swinson's Blender's Cut onto the show with him. But this is our alter ego. It's a little more expensive than the Blender's Cut. This is finished in sherry and cognac casks. Again, like I said, it's like $60 a bottle. Still a really pretty solid price for what you get out of this. This was also a contender last year for Whiskey of the Year for us for the Blender's Cut.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Doc Swinson's from Washington State. It's a distillery that was never meant to be a distillery. What Doc Swinson's used to do is they basically contracted out liquid for other distilleries and brands and stuff like that, and they would just slap their name on it. It was a sourcing, contracting, whatever terminology you want to use for it. But then eventually, it was like a pet project of one of the owners, and they kind of were putting stuff out slowly, and people loved it. They absolutely loved it.
Usually how this goes.
Like what it says verbatim on the website is like the more we kept putting into this, brand, the more it kept giving us.
Good.
And this Alter Ego is one that I definitely had on my list of stuff I wanted to try based on how much I loved the prior one.
It is sourced.
No, it is. No, yeah. It should be MGP.
Yeah, it's Indiana.
Yeah. So I mean, like they don't make their own stuff. So like yeah, so I might have misquoted that earlier, but they blend stuff in house, and that's kind of what I meant by if I said distilled, I meant blending. But all right, let's get into this thing.
Oh no, I wasn't correcting you. I just didn't realize.
No, I realized.
I forgot it was sourced.
I was doing a playback in my head, and I realized I fucked up.
I forgot about that from last because last time we had a Swinson's was last year, so it's been a while.
So, but however, sidebar: if you want to try a whiskey from Seattle that's made in Seattle and 100% Seattle product, Woodinville.
Okay.
100% Seattle made and absolutely fantastic. So, cheers. This one I think is going to be a winner.
There's a brown sugar bomb right on the nose.
Dude, that nose is so good. It's got some zest to it though. Like it smells like it's almost like a serrano pepper
Kinda.
in it, mixed within the cinnamon and the fruit.
Bro, I'm getting. It's weird. This is.
It's
double
kinda,
cask finish.
It's kind of herbal, but it's also sweet on the nose.
Oh, triple cask? What the fuck?
Oh, so is it bourbon? So wait.
Oh well, yeah, obviously because bourbon and then.
Well, no. So yeah, so that's what
sherry and cognac.
Are they calling it triple cask? Or are they calling it double?
Yeah, it says triple cask right there.
Yeah, so bourbon, cherry, cognac. Okay, there we go.
But like.
Nose is wild.
For being in sherry and cognac, I'm impressed that the nose carries so much brown sugar notes.
I'm getting the funkiness you get from sherry, but then I'm
Yeah.
also getting like those deep, rich, like kind of spice forward, fruity stuff like finishes that you get from like a cognac finish like that. So I think the structuring on the nose is really nice.
By the way, I have found a new appreciation for cognac doing my my spirits exams.
Yeah.
We had to learn about cognac, and outside of those big name brands like Henny and shit, we tried some of the stuff that we sell. Dude, cognac's pretty fucking good.
I can't do it. It's not my thing.
I'm getting into it.
You know, we do.
Maybe it's just because I'm over 30.
I do
now.
have cognac in the house, but it's for not for me.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this
drink
thing.
it.
That tastes like
Ooh.
scotch, dude.
It's got a very
It's clean.
silky mouthfeel.
It's clean.
Juicy.
It's supple. There's no burn. There's no burn.
Yeah, no, super clean.
But this tastes like scotch.
A little bit.
I think it's obviously the sherry cask finish for it, but it's also a little lighter.
Well, okay, you can't just say it tastes like scotch because scotch is so
Broad.
Broad.
I'm saying more so like it tastes like a sherry cask finish scotch.
okay. So, but more like I would say more like a single malt.
Yeah,
Definitely not a blended.
All right,
European.
so we're gonna fine tune what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
It tastes like a single malt sherry finished scotch.
that I could get on board with.
Okay.
Because like your traditional scotch, I don't get anything like that. But
Well, no, if you go traditional scotch, it just means it's butterscotch bottle.
well, tradition, by that I mean like the blended that most people are used to with scotch. I like this a lot. This is really freaking good.
It's not. It's it's not a very bourbony bourbon. Like it's very light mouthfeel. It's very easy drinking, silky, supple.
Wow.
That went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh.
It's not that potent. Mike just is.
No, but it hurts when it's in your lungs.
Yeah.
Oh God.
This is when we need TV static.
I have that, but I'm probably not gonna cut this out because it's gotten funny. Maybe I'll cut it out. I don't know.
Okay, you're fine.
Woo!
He'll be fine.
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't get my second taste because I inhaled it instead of drink it.
I really like this thing.
I did like it until it tried to kill me. I'm gonna try not to deduct points for that. Oh wow, that was a big faux pas.
Yeah, man. Like, if there was ever this is not an American single malt, but if there was ever a bourbon that tastes like an American single malt, this is it.
That hurts. Okay, let's do this again.
Kudos to Doc Swinson for creating a super unique bourbon here. And I know there's like some sticklers saying like, oh, it's cask finish, it's not really true bourbon.
Oh.
Fuck that. It's bourbon.
I might need a doc. Holy crap.
Yeah, no, this doc will not help you in any facet for what you're going with right now.
Ooh.
I thought that was fantastic. We're going with our new scoring system this year, and I actually am a fan of it because it's much harder to get into the 8s, let alone the 9s.
Oh fuck! Well, I'm there.
So for me, like I am gonna go with a straight rookie score here, and this is an 8. It's an 8 flat.
Okay, I wasn't far off. I was gonna do an 8-2. 8-1?
8-1. 8-1.
8-1 it is.
I didn't think this was like high 8s good. It's super unique. The price point definitely gives it some extra like bonus points.
It might have been high 8s if it didn't try to kill me, but it tried to kill me.
to kill you, so you gotta like dock it a little bit.
Points for that.
But no, 8-1's totally fair. I think for me, the only knock I'm gonna say on this whiskey, I thought it had the potential to have more flavor.
I did too. I was expecting a lot of complexity due to it being...
It was way more simple. It was nice and different that it was more simple considering it's triple cast finish.
That's what I was expecting.
It's double cast finish. It's not triple cast finish.
I don't know. I wasn't... I don't want to say I wasn't impressed. It's impressive. It's a very
approved
good
by
bottle.
X.
Oh, good for X.
That's an awful signature. I don't know if you can get that on there, but if anybody at Doc Swinson's like knows their signature here, I don't know if that's even words.
Where's
that's the signature,
oh,
dude.
yeah, that's weird.
That's not a signature.
That's awkward.
Somebody doesn't want to be found by the cops.
Yeah, I was just expecting a lot more complexity to this. And
yeah, it wasn't there. So that's why low 8s instead of high 8s. I think this, like, Mike and I love sherry cask and cognac finish stuff.
I do. I really do.
Like, Joseph, we have it here somewhere. Joseph Magnus makes a cognac and sherry cask finish product, and it is fucking insane how good it is.
Yeah.
But it still retained your original bourbon palate, and then that just got enhanced with like some subtle fruit tones and some funkiness. Where this, I thought, became a completely different spirit.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So that's the only issue. It's still very, very good, and for the price point, you can't not pick this up.
No, I think it's fantastic for the price.
Yeah, so again, Mike and I are being much stricter on our scoring this year. We're not trying to just hand out like high scores for stuff that maybe
100%.
doesn't deserve it.
100%.
But all right, you send us off, Mike.
All right, so again, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know, let us know what we misspoke on. I know I kind of really
everything.
Yeah, I really had a rough time there in the beginning, but then we got better. But then we got worse when the bottle tried to kill me.
It was an up and down episode.
So it was an up and down episode. But with all that said, thank you for watching. Cheers.